What's up, guys? What's up, guys? Been a minute. Has been a minute. Been a couple months. More than a couple. But let's just get into it. I am an 18-year-old on steroids, sharing my honest opinion and experiences about it. I'm doing changes, like physical changes, mental changes, recovery changes, anything you could possibly think of. We're going to be talking about it today in this video. But before we start the video, disclaimer real quick, I do not condone the use of steroids. I do not. For anyone who's just taking them, don't just take them. They're not okay. They are very scary. So just beware, do your research, all that good stuff. But I do not recommend them. Honest breakdown and changes of recovery, like I said before, that's what we're getting into today. So let's get to it. All right, first up is these training changes. We have strength gains first. I'm gonna put something right there. Most I've noticed fast strength increase hitting my PRs. It's insane. So whenever I started my steroid journey, I was $2, $2 fucking bucks. I was 200 pounds. And that was pretty big for me, especially naturally. I was always a natural skinny kid, but around then I was hitting around 245 on incline, 245 on incline for 8, which is still mad impressive, especially someone as long as me. In my opinion, it's mad impressive. But now after it's been about 6-7 weeks on steroids. Those who know, but now we're doing 275 for fucking 8. It's insane. That fucking 6 weeks, a month and a half, and I'm already doing 30 pounds more than I did before. You can't achieve that naturally. It's just the best feeling ever. Hitting that PR. I went up every single week for a solid 6 weeks. I keep on going up, and I don't think I'm going to stop. The road to 315 was down here. I was down here. It's up here. It's getting closer and closer and closer. Now we are only, I don't know, fucking 50 pounds away, which seems like a lot, but it's really not. It's really not in the grand scheme of things. Give me my six more weeks on this, John. It's so over for anyone who thinks I can't do 315. But same with my squat. I've done 405 for 8 recently with the heel elevated, not just regular squats for quad activation, which in my opinion are harder. But before that, I was doing around 365. So pretty solid muscle gain and pretty solid strength gain there. 40 pounds. And obviously I'm doing that for 8. I'm turning this down. I have music playing, but loud as dick. So, yeah. So that's pretty fire. It's a lot quicker than I expected. I thought it'd just be like, oh, got 5 pounds this week. Yippee. No, it's insane. Like, I don't know how my muscles are doing half the time, and I'm surprised it's even me half the time. I look in the mirror and I'm like, who is this guy? Type of beat, which is pretty fucking awesome. Next up, we have improved endurance. Ability to do more reps and sets. It's great. I love it. It's whenever I have in the past, it's been like I do my set, I'm gassed, it's over. But now it's like I do my set, I'm gassed, and then there's that little bit of extra something in the tank that these give me. It's like I can lock in right here. And I've never felt that before. It's that extra gear that gear gives you, breaking those walls down, taking the next step. I just broke 10 walls down in like 5 seconds because I started using steroids. But yeah, it's like that. I can do, instead of doing 6 reps for an amount of weight, like even if it's not the same amount of weight, I can only do 6 reps because I'd get tired. Now I can do 8 reps of anything, and it's just like that extra little boost. Whenever I think I'm done, I'm not. It's just boom, right there, and it's really nice. It's really good to get those extra reps in, extra sets in, and I don't get tired. My recovery is really good, but we'll get into that later, I guess. But rest time, really small, about a minute to maybe to 2 minutes, but I can just hop back in there feeling replenished, feeling good, and I love it. I love that recovery, and it's really helped me with obviously getting bigger. Next up, we have the mind muscle connection, which is, if anyone's lifted before, it's very important. If you've been lifting for a while, you know that if you're thinking about cranking your shit or cereal, I don't know, I'm looking around, or what you can eat for the next day or some shit like that, you're not going to be doing a good state. You're not going to be like, and like getting all your shit. You're going to be like, I want this to be over so I can think about what I want to think about. But whenever you are on what I'm on, it locks you in. It's like what I imagine Adderall does. It like focuses you. I don't know, but that's what I've heard. So it's kind of like that. You just lock in. It's really aggressive. Really, it's like somebody came into your brain, took out every single thought except for what's right in front of you, and you can feel every muscle fiber, every single piece of that muscle in your body whenever you're pushing, and it's just locked. I'm pushing this weight. I feel it in my chest. I feel it in my shoulders. I feel it in my triceps. I feel it everywhere I should. I feel it in my back a little bit, and it's just boom, boom, boom. And that's the only thought going through your mind, and I love that. I love that I can feel the muscles actually working and that I'm so locked in on it. Stronger pumps too, because that I can get those extra reps, that extra mindset that helps me that I didn't have before, the extra gear. Obviously, I'm going to look better. It's going to give me those stronger pumps. It's going to allow me to like be like, boom, like my chest pops out now, and it's, you can see every striation, all the good things, but it gets to a point to where it like hurts. Like I can't flex it or else it starts hurting. And it's not just every once in a while I have a good chest day. It's every chest day, every arm day, every back day, every leg day. It's just boom, 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 boom. And it always like, it hurts. Whenever my arms go down, I can't straighten my arms anymore after an arm day. They just bounce back up because they're so pumped. It hurts to do that. I can't do anything. We all know the tests where you go like this, and if you can't touch your shoulders, that's how you know you have a good arm pump. It's kind of like that. But I just get it every time, and that is an insane feeling. And once you go there, you really can't go back. It's like whenever people start doing drugs, they don't want to stop doing fucking drugs. They want to keep on doing them because they're hooked. It's that first, like whenever you take pre-workout for the first time, and then you're like, oh my gosh, this is so amazing. And then you end up taking 800 milligrams of caffeine every single workout. It's like that. You can't really just go back and go cold turkey. I'm hooked, man. I'm hooked. Because if I can get a pump like that every single day, you have to be stupid to go back and not get the gains. If that's what's important to you, you're going to do whatever the fuck it takes. So, you know. Next up, we have training frequency. Train more often without burning out. I can go into the gym on a Monday, hit chest, and then 3 days later, not be sore. Boom, right there. I could do it, hell, I could do it 2 days after if I wanted to. Obviously, that's stupid, but I could. My chest feels replenished. I don't get sore very often. If I do, it's just for like a day max, and it's just because I pushed hard or did a new movement or something like that. And so it's just insane. The recovery time of any of this stuff is insane, but that's the next segment. So, or very often if I do, it's just for like a day max, and it's just because I pushed hard or did a new movement or something like that. And so it's just insane. The recovery time of any of this stuff is insane, but that's the next segment. So, risk of overtraining. I asked Chat GPT of some risk for steroids, and I think that's fucking stupid. Risk of overtraining is all up to the eye of the beholder, I guess. I don't believe in overtraining unless you actually physically hurt something. But the more sets, the better. like over a period of time. Not obviously, the more good sets, the better. If you can bang out 8 good ass sets of like everything, like you're doing the same weight whenever you started, which is unrealistic, but if you can, that's perfect. The more sets, the better. Just you need to have the same intensity as your first one. And so if I can do that and not hurt myself, I'll be okay. But yeah, that's stupid. If you're getting hurt and you're overtraining because you're on steroids, you're not going to do it. You're going to recover. If your muscle feels fine, you're not overtraining. The only thing I would say about that is rest time. But if you take, I don't love rest days. If you take one every once in a while, I don't think it's going to do. I don't think it's going to hurt you, but I'm still gaining muscle. I'm still gaining weight. I'm still gaining all the things with overtraining, I guess. And so I really don't give a fuck what other people say. Obviously, there is a time and place for that, but that is not where I am. All right, let's get into the next part. Recovery changes with overtraining, I guess. And so I really don't give a fuck what other people say. Obviously, there is a time and place for that, but that is not where I am. All right, let's get into the next part. Recovery changes. So we're going to talk about faster recovery. I think I've already dipped my toes in the water a little bit talking about that one. But quicker muscle recovery, I'm not dead the next day. Like I said before, I wake up replenished. I'm like, boom, right here. It's amazing. I'll keep on using my chest. My chest is perfect. It's just like, boom. I don't hurt. I don't feel bad. It's just right then and there. I can get up a couple hours after my workout and just be fine. I could go, I wouldn't say hit another chest workout, but I could definitely do something. If I just had a nasty leg day and then a couple hours later I got to go run back home because I love running, but I do not love running. But whenever I do run and I hit a nasty leg day a couple hours before, I could do it. I could sprint home and not feel bad. I could not cramp. My legs aren't fucking dead. But I still gave it my all, and like I was struggling during every set, and that's how it should be. And as long as you're doing that, that's fine. But recovery within hours is insane. Like that doesn't normally happen for me, at least. But quicker muscle recovery over not just day to day with hours, but also weeks and like months and stuff. My muscle recovery is just gonna be better because I have all this stuff pumping through me. It's gonna like amplify everything, which is pretty fire. And I think it definitely helps with not needing to take rest days as much because my muscles are recovered so much. They feel so replenished. But back in the day, whenever I wasn't on this stuff 6 weeks ago, it was more like I had to take more rest days because my fucking joints and my fucking muscles hurt. But now they don't. Improved sleep. I wake up better. I was making this video. I stayed up till like 5 a.m. last night, but whenever I go to bed, I'm out. It's over for my bed. It's over for me. I'm boom. I'm just out. I wake up. I can wake up at any time, feel amazing. I woke up this morning. I could hop out of bed, go hit a workout if I wanted to. Obviously, it's fucking stupid, but I could do that, and I love that. I love the feeling of being ready to attack the day, attack that next workout, and it's pretty fire. But keep on going with these recovery changes. We have increased appetite. Increased appetite is pretty cool. I get hungry all the time. I take the stuff in the morning. I'm not going to disclose what it is at this moment, but I take it in the morning. The rest of the day, it feels like I haven't eaten anything. I mean, I know I just ate like 3 full course meals over the course of the day. Maybe 6 to 7 meals is what I aim for. But I am starving at the end of the day. And I'm like, I need more food all the time. Which as a starting skinny dude, that is the best thing I've ever taken in my entire life. Because having that struggle of not wanting to eat food, but having to shove it down is just terrible. And this makes it so much easier, like 10 times easier. I just shove it down. I'm like, oh, I'm still hungry. Instead of, I can't eat this anymore, holding my stomach, I'm going to throw up. I'm shoving the shit down in 5 seconds. Water retention. Water retention is ass. I look at photos of me and I'm like, who is this man? Who's this big fat ass dude that just took my fucking body and started taking terrible pictures where I look fat as fuck? It's stupid. It makes me upset. But the bloating's real, people. I used to not believe it, but you drink a gallon of water every day, your muscles are holding that shit because of all the stuff I'm taking. They hold it more. And obviously you're going to look bigger, but you're definitely going to see it. You're definitely going to see there's more water in your body. You're going to look less striated. You're going to look less detailed, I guess. Especially in my face, it hits me really hard. It's like, boom. It's scary. Scary stuff, people. Scary stuff. But we're getting into the side effects and the reality check of steroids, people. Mood swings. Mood swings are fucking real, guys. I was like, I'm gonna be a Zen dude. I'm not gonna get mad. I'm gonna be like Sam Solik, never get mad at nothing. I've been yelling, bro. I've been yelling. Things make my blood boil so easily. I'll be talking to someone, they'll say something stupid. It is just from here to here in like 5 seconds. I'll get mad. And I don't love it, but it's like my body's mad. I can feel like my entire body just like angry. Like, I'm gonna fight this dude. I'm gonna beat the shit out of him. But then my head's like, it's just steroids, and my brain isn't physically mad, but my body is mad, and it's just like ready to go, ready to knock some bitch out. Especially under stress, or if I'm waiting on something, like impatience is real. And it's just heightened. Everything's heightened. All my emotions are heightened. But I fuck with it. It's really good to lock in the gym because I can get mad so easily. The motivation's real. Obviously you need discipline, but if you have motivation, it's definitely a plus. And this for sure helps. Suppressed testosterone, suppressed natural testosterone. My natty test is probably cooked. We're cooked, people. It's so over for my natural test. I'll try to explain what steroids do. So it's kind of like if you're eating a whole bunch of healthy shit all the time, and so you have like your stomach and you're eating all this healthy stuff and your stomach's full of all this healthy stuff, but then you go to the store and you're like, oh, what's this? And you're like, it's cinnamon fucking toast crunch. It's CTC, the best cereal ever made. Shout out to all my CTC homies. But you're like, oh my gosh, what is this? And you start eating it. And all this natural test obviously is going to come out of you in a couple days. But you're going to eat this and eat this and eat this. And eventually your body's going to be full of it. And all that extra test, because there's only a certain amount of room in your stomach. All that natural test is coming out of you. All those greens, all those leafy greens, all those healthy ass shit's coming out of you. And all the enhanced test and all the CTC, all the cinnamon toast crunch is in you, and you're full of all that. So where is it? It's gone. It's over. And then whenever you stop eating, whenever you're done eating for the day and all this stuff comes out of you, you're not going to produce more of that. It's not going to come. The natural test isn't going to come back. It's not going to come back. That food's already gone. Your natural veggies, your natural food is already gone, and you're just full of a shit ton of CTC. And whenever that's all gone, it's just gone, and you have zero test. It's over for you. That's why people have like recovery stuff for after, like, I think it's called PCT. Loki need to do a shit ton of research, but I got 6 weeks to worry about that. But all I'm saying is it wrecks the shit out of your testosterone, and you don't really get it back unless you have a really good recovery program. So just beware, people. Beware. Mad scared about that, low-key. Mental impact, addiction to progress. It sounds stupid, but people can be addicted to the gym. I chase that pump. I chase the body that I want. I chase the weight that I want, and that can be really hard sometimes, but at the end of the day, as long as I'm pushing hard, it's okay. It's just all I can think about all the time. The gym's always on my mind. It's always in the back burner, but it's been bringing these things have been bringing it to the front. It's all I can think about. I want to be grunt. I want to be like, boom. I just want to be angry. I want to be a man and just push shit around, bro. And I think that's definitely what it does. does for you, which I love it. I'm not complaining, but sometimes it's a little hard to be with other people, I guess, who don't do stuff like that. Pushing harder though definitely helps me push harder. Like I said before, it kind of takes that mental state, just locks in on one thing, and that's pretty fire. But it really does help. It's like whenever you try to lift without music and then you lift with music, it's just like it's so much better. You're so much more locked in whenever you have music, like that times 10, and then you have music. It's indescribable, I guess. You got it. You had to be there. You had to be there. Pros and cons. Pros and cons. Fast gains, but serious risk. Physical and mental risk. Fast gains though. And so I don't give a shit. I would rather be big for a short amount of time than skinny for a big amount of time. And some people may not agree with that, but if that's your goal in life, I think you understand me perfectly. Fast gains are definitely worth it, especially if I want to start competing here in, like, my guess is 3 to 4 years. I still got a long way to go, but we need these fast gains, and I don't give a shit about the physical or mental risk. I really couldn't care less. I would rather be in a terrible mental state. I would rather be terrible. I would rather have my liver and my kidneys dying all the time and be jacked as shit and for this time, but I die 5 years later. I don't care. I would rather have that and win everything I want to win, do everything I want to do, and be happy and help other people in their lives and die early than live a long time and do jack shit. So, will I continue after this cycle? Yes, I'm going to continue. I think kind of obvious I've been not speaking ill of steroids. They're my best friends. They are amazing. And I think that risk just isn't big enough for me to not want to take them, which it's hard for people to understand, I guess, that putting your physical health and mental health at risk for something just like muscles. But if you get it, you get it, then you get it. But if you don't, you don't. Final thoughts here. Not a quick fix. It's not a quick fix. You may get fast gains, but you have to be locked in. It's not, oh, I just started the gym, time to take steroids. It's I eat, sleep, and train type of deal, like those hardcore guys. But you gotta eat, sleep, drink water. You have to actually go to the fucking gym, and you have to have ample rest time too. Those are the five main. I think I said five main important things here that you have to do, and then maybe after a couple years, especially if you're thinking about competing, then take them. But don't just take them off a whim. It's not that. You need to do hella research. You need to do all this shit. I did hours and hours of research. I talked to people who steroids affected them badly. I've talked to people who steroids affected them good. I've talked to doctors. Get your fucking blood work done before you do any of this shit. I've done hours of research on the internet with credible websites. It's just, there's so many things you need to do before you even think about start taking them. It's a long process, but once you do it, it's definitely worth it in my opinion. But don't take them. Just consider them carefully. We're wrapping up here. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, guys. And if you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. Stay safe, train smart, and please be educated before you start taking steroids. That's all I have for today. Thanks for tuning in. But I will see y'all I will see y'all next week.